lower the...
Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Now
and they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95. Blue 95. Mirror. All right, now, blue 58.
They'll fake the give to Ellington. Now it's Palmer. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Now Dawson for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover.
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This one taken just inside the 10. take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again, here's Carson Palmer heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes.
There goes Larry Fitzgerald, the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you're really holding your breath as a defensive guy, because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes up against him.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yes, not just athletic ability, he's a thinking man's receiver as well.
Now a shot near the goal line for the fullback, Felton. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They come out with one, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Carson Palmer, as the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
It's good, and it's 21-10. It's Dawson on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd down following the run. Watkins alone on the left side. Taylor toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
To throw is Taylor. Man open right side. It's the tight end, Clay.
Offside. Defense. Still first down.
So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. One receiver right, that's Brown. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Finding time. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the third quarter. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Buffalo first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Watkins alone on the left side. On second down, Taylor. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
Offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On second down, here's Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. One of the newer Cardinals picked up from New England, Chandler Jones. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They come up in an offset eye. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do that part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Palmer on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
fake the give to Ellington. Now it's Palmer. He's got time. And Tammy with it over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Regular.
They give it to the first man through. It's Felton. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Burt here on 4th and inches.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned. And they wind up picking up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Let's go. Regular.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A gain of 3, second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Defense.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
A give to McCoy. He finds some open field here. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So an incredible run, and that actually beats the long run from 2015, which was 87 yards.
Yeah, that was Marcus Mariota.
That quarterback.
Yeah, not so bad, is it? But these guys who can run the football nowadays, doesn't matter whether they're a quarterback or a running back, they know how to take it a long way.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Taylor going to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Let's go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He checks it down here to Ellington. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From midfield now, here's Palmer. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
Let's face it, when Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald early in the game and then continues to do so, we end up with games like we saw after the 2015 season in the playoffs against Green Bay, don't we?
Yeah, and a couple of veterans for sure in this league.
Veterans who know how to play and still love competing and do it at the highest level.
Even makes me feel old, though, that Palmer won 79, Fitzgerald 83, and those are veterans now in the NFL, right?
You are old.
And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line, that room to run just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
It was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield. Really
and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Palmer. And he finds Fitzgerald. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Palmer, and Tammy with it over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
To throw is Taylor. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On second down, here's Taylor. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run for it with a fullback, DeMarco. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And our focus now moves on to Larry Fitzgerald. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool-off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league if you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now, do you fight through it? Do you fight
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcel Darius in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Palmer now. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. And look at this. They get the turnover they need. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and goal, Taylor. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go.
John Brown, 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the fourth. What a game this has turned out to be, and what a touchdown right there.
How about when scheme and talent match up? Because they absolutely had to have that when they had to find their way into the end zone to take the lead. They get it to their wide receiver. He gets that done for them. And now they get to look at their defense and say, guys, make it stand up.
Now, that's the only way it would have been more ideal is if you put it in the end zone with 1 second or 0 seconds on the clock. But beggars can't be choosers.
Not at all. And whose heart wants to deal with that anyway? Go ahead and score while you've got the opportunity.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out come the Bills. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A long way to go for the offense here on 3rd down. Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. Oh, what a move. That one good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they'll run it with McCoy. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. Surveying the field. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He's back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he'll spike it here with 13 seconds showing on the clock. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard. And they'll go on the ground. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When you see a base 3-4 team that attacks and moves similar to what we just saw in that play and spills running plays, I often think back to the Giants, the New York Giants of the early 90s. That was one of the best attacking 3-4 teams that you saw, mainly because they had 4 tremendous linebackers.
And that's caught by Tammy. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. They'll fake the give to Ellington. Now it's Palmer. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities. And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at the spin. He won't go down. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you get.
There are men, and there are giants. Bass and stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed, the hip-hop sizzle and Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast and it move west now down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York, hold those and throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of the club with the juice and the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my body and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow, working hard, caking dough. Open up 24, we striving for that goal. I'll stop for nothing, I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Giants, everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants, heart of David, you know it takes just one, and it's done. CNN, this is ghetto editorial. See me like milk and Oreos, dipped inside the audio, platinum plaques in my portfolio. My lines are finest, they blow your mind like you could do what you wanna do, whether group or solo. Boston cold with a bowl of chili, summer cheesesteak on the roll in Philly. I'm a patriot, don't do a hatred. If you make that beef, I'll smack you silly. Back on up on this, before you with this, you better walk jumping off the building up. Yes, oh, got the heat up the show, face up the thermometer. I'm gonna take full control. Hey Paul, let him know. I'll stop for nothing, I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Novus ordo seclorum, e pluribus unum. They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils, wild bulldozing forests, but they can't defeat us. They could not destroy us. Are we dreaming the same dream of money, guns, and gasoline? For the average team, CFOs are after cream, GMOs extracting genes with everyone on my TV. Everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants, heart of David, you know it takes just one. Get some.